Yeah, the nice thing about this is, see a big pile of crap right there. This is fairly fresh stuff, and if they trailed up in here, it's easier to sort of get on the concentration of deer where they've been, instead of going all over the whole woods. You can check out these heavily bedded areas, and saves you from doing a lot of walking, because these deer will definitely trail up in that heavy snow, and possibly find some antlers. One of my main objectives today is we had a pretty severe wounded deer down here feeding at this feed spot that we dumped out some hay, and we noticed after this big snowstorm it was no longer on the trail cameras, and I think it ended up about the 25th or 26th was the last time that we actually seen it, and it was coming to that hay every day, and I think it might have met its demise. And you know, if it did, that's the way it was. Coyotes might have brought it down, and basically I'm doing a body search. It was a young buck with a severe wound to its side, and I know I could probably find it on this snowpack if it's out here. So that's one of my missions today, more so than looking for antlers. So we'll just see how that turns out. Well, you're seeing it right along with me. I just walked up to this stick here, south-facing slope. You can see what's sticking out of that snow right there. This is not bad, and I'll tell you what, there's another one right on this trail. I won't even walk in there. You can see the other one right there. I'm having a hard time seeing it in this dang snow. Everything's so bright. There's the other one sticking up out of there. I believe that we've found a matching set. Oh, I can't believe there'd be two right here. But anyhow, found them in the snow. Very, very fortunate finding these, and you found them right along with me. We're down here on a south-facing slope again, as you can see. Sun down in here, and it's pretty thick, a lot of wildflower rose. And actually, if you can see in the background up there, that's why I put a few bales of hay out there. Hunting season's well over with, so I just supplemental feeding, and that hay, I'll mow that all out of there by the time hunting season started. But I had quite a few deer coming on there, and lo and behold, with the good Lord up above's blessing, this is March 6th, and I think we found us a matching set. I'll dig them out here. First I want to take a couple still photos, and then we'll dig them out. Okay, I got my photos taken. Let me back over here and get my walking stick, and we'll go for this guy first. Try to get this stuff out of the way. And oops, bear with me, I'm trying to do this. Let's see what we got here. This could be that 10-pointer that was up on there. There's one side, and there was a 10-pointer up there. So there's one side, and let's see what we got here. There's the other side right there. So we got matching sets right there. You found them right along with the non-typical Norwalkian. Trying to get them over here. That is pretty cool. There you go. Small 10-pointer. I don't know if that's that 10-pointer that was carrying his rack all the time. But there you go. March 6th. Had a pretty good snowstorm down here a week ago today. So, well, it was worth the effort, the time. Yeah, I'm standing no more than 3 yards from that bed right there. And then there was another bed right there and one there. That slope over there would be a north-facing slope. And we're over in here with the south-facing slope. And my theory was, if I came down here, and which it worked pretty good, I didn't have to walk the whole area. I just walked where the concentration of beds and trails was, and that enabled me to cover a lot more area quicker because I knew where I didn't have to walk, there's no tracks, so you don't have to be walking around in there. I can do that after the snow's gone, but I figured I could either find that one injured buck or possibly find this 10-point rack. Now, I'm not sure if this 10-point rack here is the one that was on the video, but it was on there. He was in that, you'll see on our trail cams, clear up until the snowstorm, and he was actually after the snowstorm, but then he quit coming. So he could have, shed his rack about this time last week, this is the 6th, and, it was the end of February that he carried that rack. I believe it was on the 26th or 27th of February was the last time I seen him on trail camera. So we'll know when we run the footage. Yeah, this is what I was looking for, these trails. Now, they're not wandering around. And here's 3 dominant trails. So they were just coming and going and trying to conserve energy. They weren't wandering around. They were just going to a food source and back. And that saves you a lot of time. Because if I hadn't had these predominant trails, I'd be wandering all over in the place. But now I'm just sort of following the trails and seeing where they bedded down, and it makes it go a lot faster, and you can alleviate a lot of areas because there's no use of walking there if the deer haven't been there. Here we are at another deer bed, and it's about 3/4 of the way to the top of this ridge. And that ridge right there, the wind would be coming right at you, coming over with the north wind, and they're bedded right here on this south exposure. Numerous beds in here, and the sun, as you can see, if you look up through the treetops, it's coming right down on you, and gets them in out of the wind, and not too, they don't travel very far, but they definitely use this area extensively as a bedding area. Now, you have to look a lot harder on a day like today because the antlers are awfully white as they carried them in late in the year, and it's really hard on your eyes, so it does have its advantages and its disadvantages. Advantage, you know where they're at, where they've been. Disadvantage is the glare of the snow. So that set that we found, we were practically right on top of it before I even seen it. So I was only a couple feet away and then looked down and it was there. So that's the only disadvantage, but I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantage this time of year, especially with this much snow. I don't know if you can see those tracks or not, but between the deer and the turkey, they have definitely been using this trail. And that's all turkey track right there. Now I know that a few turkey can make a lot of tracks, but there's been some heavy highway. Looks like Interstate 80 down through here, or 35. I guess it's going north and south. What are the odds? I've walked now for 5 hours. I found that matching set in the first 15 minutes of the day. What are the odds of traversing all that terrain back in there and finding a matching set of antlers? I think when a person does that, they could have won the lottery that day. You do a lot of walking. And that snow is pretty tough to walk in too. 5 hours of trudging through that takes a toll on a good man. Anyhow, it took a toll on me. So that's it for today. Yeah, you can see they've still got blood stains on those. That's still fresh blood. Both of them have blood on the end of the pedestals where they shed. That's what that red tint is. As you move around, you can see it. Those are really fresh. Like I said, I believe those were on its head on the 26th day. That's the last time we filmed that deer. And I found them on the 6th of March. And then as you see the deer there in the video, the still photos, he real red on like the 27th. So pretty ironic. That deer shed those antlers not much more than 50 yards from that hay on the ground there. Okay, those were as fresh as you're going to get. From the 26th to the 6th, that would be, you'd have 6 days, it'd be 8 days old. So I was getting right on them. Amazing.